Yeah, I'm Akindele Shebu, officially WY Call. I've got this message to Nigeria and for Nigerians, and I would love to target Nigeria at the state of emergency. Yes, Nigeria, this is a country God has really blessed so much with numerous resources that is enough to make life comfortable for you and I. But our leaders have chosen not to serve with these resources, but to rule and make these resources enrich themselves. This is a country that has turned our youth into lazy citizens and has made us become enemies to ourselves. We become armed robbers, we become killers, we become fraudsters, we become unreasonably violent towards each other. Because of what? Because of probably loss of jobs, because of no basic amenities provided by the government. Armed robbers that rob, majority of them never dreamt of robbing. They never desired it. People who fraud, youth who fraud, they never desired it. But probably after living a normal life, must have gone to school maybe, spent several years, 18, 20 or more years in school, earn certificates, but come back with this certificate and realize they are worthless. But they need to make ends meet. They never dreamt of becoming a fashion designer. They never dreamt of becoming an hairstylist. They never dreamt of becoming a makeup artist or any of this entrepreneurial stuffs. They dreamt to be bankers, to be engineers, to be pilots, to be name it, for the country. But because the country could not provide services or opportunities for them to fulfill these dreams, their dreams become changed. They choose to become problems to the society. They choose to become enemies to fellow Nigerians. This is a country that try to frame our thinking by telling us what they think we should know and not what is really happening. I heard sometimes on NTA that one of our leaders was saying it is the government of the last 5 years that the corruption they've made that has brought Nigerians to this state. That is false. That ain't true. And that isn't a leader statement. That is a political statement. And we've got to stop listening to their lies. I'm no 5 years, and I've never known Nigeria to be favoring. I used to know Nigeria as a country where Ghanaians run to. They hawk bread, they do shoemaking. I know their ladies, their women to sell donkunu. We are the Ghanaians today. They are nowhere to be found in Nigeria. Even if they are, they must be here for tourism. Even Nigerians run to their country now for a good life. Ghana seems to be better off Nigeria now. I had the same leader said he's encouraging youth to go to school. Could you imagine? Go to school? School that you spend at least 15, 16 years or probably even spend 18, 20 years to earn certificates, first degree, and there is nothing. You are encouraging you to go to school. I used to know this man, or I know this man right here in Abuja for over 15 years, because I wasn't 15 when I know him as probably a 2-degree holder. I got to Ibadan to see him ride Okada. Could you imagine? Somebody who's gone to school, have 2 degrees, become an Okada rider. Is that what he dreamt? If it happens that it's the parent that struggled to send them to school, hoping that it's going to make them have a good life someday, when is that going to happen? His dream is being truncated. His destiny is being changed. Riding Okada, and one union that you should in no way come across each other in interaction will harass you, and you could do nothing. Maybe not even violence, but you get home and you'll be crying. Those school days will be days that you don't want to remember no more. Those dreams you were having then, and towards acquiring those certificates you were happy that you are getting there, will be days, will be dreams you want to remember no more. Or a person like that, when will such person work and buy his mom or parents something of 50,000 to make them happy? That's far from it. This is a country that tells you, know your neighbor, report any suspicious crime attempt to the police. But ironically, if there is a robbery in your neighborhood and you call the police, they won't show up. And even if they do, maybe they will have nothing to do about that. And even in some cases, you report a robbery scene to police. The next week, the same set of robbers are in your house telling you, now you sabi call police back. That's the country we are in. This same country is where the neighbor next door is into criminal activities, and you call the police, and in less than 24 hours the same neighbor is back, and automatically you become enemies, probably even trying to hunt you down, because you are definitely a threat to his affair. This country are turning us against each other. This is a country that will tell you we need to stop ethnicity differences and consider it. I was in Ajimobi bus sometimes ago. After the right seat spaces are filled up, they will now pile up the aisle of the bus, that there will be no even breathing space between those standing. They did just that. And on approaching somewhere around Mokola, they had to stop again to pick some set of people who happens to be coppers, and demanding this set of coppers to pay the same price. I was bitterly angry and told the coppers they shouldn't pay. Why? Because for God's sake, they are serving, not even from this part of the country. They come from another state to serve here. We should appreciate them. And besides, this is a government boss. They insist they pay, explaining that they had a target to meet. Could you imagine? You provided us with a bus that should be for our comfort, but yet they turn it into a problem for us. they have placed a target on the bus drivers and the conductor, and therefore they work on frustration. They don't consider the comfort of passengers. They choked us. We step on ourselves in the bus. We violently, aggressively abuse each other. It's a mess. Even sometimes in these buses, I believe there must be some innocent lives that these women or men with 5, 6, 7 eyes must have cost. There must have been destinies that have been truncated as a result of Ajimobi bus. Why? Because everything they provided for us are becoming a tool to make us more enemies to ourselves. Could you imagine the Mikra tags used in Ibadan? The front seat is meant for the driver on one side and one passenger. We choked ourselves, 2 passengers on one seat, which is bad, never convenient. And the road safety's got nothing to do with that. Instead, they take bribe from them. They never consider us. That is, they are not there for any safety of our life, because if eventually there is any crash, believe me, it will be hard for those 2 at the front to come out complete. Okay, in this Ajimobi bus I was talking about, I now ask these coppers, your experiences so far in Ibadan, has it positively influenced you or negatively? Or how has it influenced your life? They said not in any way positive. Why? They said they couldn't wear their copper uniform to market. Why? They will extort them. What they sell for 200, they sell for them 500. We become enemies to each other. Bike that should take them for 100, we charge them 300. Why? Because they are not Yorubas like them. And we want to end ethnicity differences. Will this set of coppers get to their own land and embrace Yorubas? If there's anybody they need to chop, any flesh, and they have Yorubas available, definitely they should go for them. This is a country that you can never find justice as a common citizen. This is a country that through the media, you cannot make any news to the public through the media. Any news that seems to be a challenge to any institution of the state or the state itself, is either it is altered or not attended to. I'm talking based on experiences. Nigeria is a country that changes destiny